Hey, welcome back to Moving Cardboard. So today I'm going to start playing through these Khazad-Dûm. I know I did a blind playthrough. I don't know if I'll do those again because that was just like complete insanity. I got hosed, hammered. So I've gone through them and crafted a deck, a dwarf-oriented deck, and we'll see how things go for the 3 quests in Khazad-Dûm. One of the cool things about these quests is they are interrelated. I guess they were in the core set, but it feels stronger to me, like a very strong, like right one on the back of the other. You could almost play them very easily as a little campaign. And it tells a good story, I think. It's kind of a neat, it kind of gives you a little side or backstory to The Lord of the Rings, actually, a little bit. So this obviously takes place in Moria. So I want to actually show you something here in the Atlas of Middle-earth. You can actually look at the map in here and compare to what you're doing in the first scenario. The first scenario is Into the Pit. You're trying to get into Moria. So let's take a close look at that. So here you can see the Moria region. This is in a section of the Atlas that shows the path that the Fellowship takes. So obviously they came up here and tried to take the Red Horn Pass and failed, backtracked, and went to the Holland Gate. So you've got the 3 peaks here, the Caradhras, Fenidwell, and Celebdil. So that's that. And then we do have a rudimentary map of just some of Moria itself. And this actually pertains exactly to where the Enter the Pit will take place. So we start here at the gate. There's even this location, East Gate. At the beginning of the scenario, this is in the staging area, or it's the active location. So we're trying to get into the East Gate, and when that first effect, when it leaves play as explored at First Hall. So after we get through the gate, we go to First Hall. Cool, cool. And then after, you have to raise your threat to travel here, which makes sense because you're making your presence known. And when it leaves play as an explored location, you then have the option to travel to the bridge of Khazad-Dûm, Durin's bridge here. So that's pretty cool. You can see the fire and everything. And then I'll just, to spoil it a little bit, hopefully I win and get through this. You then progress. Basically, Into the Pit is going to end in the Chamber of Records, where you're trying to get to the Chamber of Records. One or the other, either in there or in stage 2 is that. So basically, we're trying to break in, fight our way in, really. The way the scenario is designed, there's a lot of build-up. Get here, and then eventually run away. For this deck, I did actually settle with using these 2 new characters. I kind of hated on him when I did my box opening a little bit. I think I did. But I think he works out okay, especially with Dane giving they both have +1 will and attack, so that just kind of makes everybody better. So what I need to do now before setup is draw my hand. I'm always doing setup first. I'm always eager to, but this time I'm remembering. So Khazad, Longbeard Mapmaker. And this guy, once I get a lot of resources going, basically I can spend a lore resource to give him +1. So if I have a big bank of lore resources, give him +1 will, then he can just quest for a ton all by himself. Steward of Gondor, okay, that's very good to have. Glaewine. I wanted it to be all dwarves, but you just can't, at least not yet. Matham for cards. Okay, so I got a lot of card draw. 3, 5, 1 more card. Okay, Galadrim's Greeting. That's a pretty good opening hand, I think. I think I'll keep it. Just I like having that card draw and the we'll see. Because in the beginning, you don't engage enemies. Set those there. Okay, so now let's do my actual setup. So to read the card, entering the mines, and there's that east gate. You've been sent by the White Council to Moria to deliver a message to Balin and his dwarven colony. No one has heard from him in a while. So I searched the encounter deck for East Gate and the Cave Torch. Put the East Gate into play as the active location. And attach the Cave Torch to a hero of my choice. Set First Hall and Bridge of Khazad-Dûm aside out of play. And shuffle the encounter deck. Turning the card over, 7 progress required. The doors of the east gate hang crooked on their hinges. The darkness inside the doorway is still and impenetrable, shutting out the last beams of a sinking sun. When revealed, reveal 1 encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. I cannot advance to the next stage of the scenario unless Bridge of Khazad-Dûm is in their victory display. So I have to clear all 3 locations. Like I showed on the map, I've got to get all the way through. I can place progress tokens on here, but it won't trigger, it won't fire. Okay, let's see what I get. It's one of these guys. So he's 20 engagement, so he's going to engage me because my threat starting is 27. The 3 attacks annoying. His hit points defense is not really that bad, but he gets +2 if he's undefended, so you always want to defend this guy because a 5 is bad. He's also annoying from the shadow effect. The shadow is he just goes to the staging area, so you're not going to just like discard, get rid of these guys. They're going to keep coming, and I think there's 4, maybe 5 of them. There's a lot of them in this deck. So I'm going to put him in the staging area. Going to go left to right. Everybody has a resource. And my threat is 27. And draw for turn. Got a hill, Miner of the Iron Hills for condition removal. And will I play anything? Now I could go ahead and play Ancient Matham on the East Gate, but that has 7 progress required. That could take a while. Early on, early going, a lot's going to fill up here. It's going to be harder to quest. So I might wait for a different kind of location because of the power of this Cave Torch, where you can exhaust the Cave Torch to place up to 3 progress tokens on a dark location. Well, the gate's not a dark location, but there are plenty in there. Forced after it exhausts, discard the top card if that card is an enemy from the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, add it to the staging area. So, which is scary because you're adding enemies, but I actually like this because it means you throw away treachery cards, all these nasty treacheries. This is kind of like, honestly, a shadow/treachery cancellation in that respect. So I want to kind of wait to see if I get a location with dark that I can just clear really fast. And I don't have enough resources to play anything else. And it's a good idea to save this, considering I have this Galadrim as well, but I do want to draw cards. So I'm not going to play any cards. I'm going to go questing, and I'm going to quest while the East Gate is here. It's immune to card effects, and I cannot optionally engage. No engagement checks are made. So I know that I'm safe from being attacked by anything. There's 1 card that can come get me. So that means I'm not going to quest with everybody, but I'm going to quest for 5. And there's 1 in the staging area. So let's see. And what do I draw? This guy that I was just referring to this guy. He's 33, but when revealed, his when revealed effect is the problem. Goblin Follower engages the last player. So it's not an engagement check. It's just a when revealed effect. If I had a way to cancel that, if I had Test of Will, I could cancel it and he would just pop right into the staging area, but I don't. So he is going to go straight into my engagement area. And he's annoying because of how many hit points and everything he takes. Those Goblin Swordsmen are easier to deal with. So he'll go right here, engaged with me. And there's not really anything I can do to deal with him. It's actually going to be a while. I don't like him coming out early. The best I can do is going into the combat phase now is defend with Dane Ironfoot, who should be able to soak the attack. Let me grab one of these. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack. And thankfully, it's another one of those, because I'm not a fan of him. Put my discard pile there. So that does mean Dane will take 1 wound. And that will end that round. Oh, well, I totally skipped the quest phase. 5, 1, so I put 4 progress tokens on the east gate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I will refresh. I'll freshen up and I'll draw a Test of Will. What do you know? That's cancel when revealed. So had I had that in my hand, I could have canceled that with the 1 resource and he would have been here. I would have quested 5 to 2 and only put 3. Preferable, really, because he, like I said, he's just harder to deal with right away before I get too much going. But he's not that dangerous either. Okay, so I'm going to raise my threat to 28 and give myself some resources. All right, so this turn, what am I going to play, do you think? I'm going to play Steward of Gondor, obviously. And I'm going to put it, I think, this time I'll put it on Dwalin. When I've played this scenario, it's 50-50 for me who I put it on. The reason I like putting it on Dwalin really is just for Northern Tracker, because Northern Tracker is really expensive. The flip side is that most of the cards are lore cards, honestly. And the only leadership I have is Steward of Gondor, Navi's Belt, and Sneak Attack, and Durin's Song. And there's not a whole lot of lore, but there's just important lore. So if I put it on Dwalin, I can do this. I can tap it out, give him 2 more. Biffer will take one of them. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get my Ancient Matham going. I don't want to just spin Galadrim's Greeting right now. So I'll spend 1 and put that on the east gate. And Biffer will spend 2 to get Gleawine. Probably should have done that first so that I can then see what I get. Hammersmith. Okay, so now my card draw engine is going to start taking off. Because once I explore this, that'll go to the discard pile. Then I can play Hammersmith to get it right back and play it again. All right, so let's move to the quest phase now. And it's just going to be a repeat. The scary thing, though, is if I get enough and clear this, then he's going to come down here. So if I quest with both of these guys, then I'm going to have to take an undefended attack. So I'm going to quest only with Biffer, who's 3, 2, 3. I've already got 4 on there. I need to kind of put the brakes on because I don't want to just get slaughtered right away. So I'll quest for 3. And what do I get? Cave in, remove all progress tokens from the current quest card and active location. If it removes no progress tokens, it gains surge. So all that thinking for nothing. These are removed, but I put 2 back on because I did quest successfully. All right, my discard pile's here. So I'm going to get attacked here. So he's going to defend, and I get no shadow effect. He's good to discard because I can't engage him, and he's contributing 3 threat. Okay. So my turn will end, and I will enter round 3. My threat is now 29. Not getting any dark locations. I'm regretting doing that, even though I sat here and said why I wasn't going to do that, and then I went and did it. I'll tap Steward of Gondor to get 2 more. And I need to draw my card. Durin's Song. Okay. Choose a dwarf. This is the one where you get +2 will and +2 attack and +2 defense. Really, you want to wait till you have Unexpected Courage or some readying effects. But I might have to go ahead and play that because I need to get rid of that guy. So let's go ahead and exhaust Gleowine. Another copy of Khazad-Dûm. Now, if I had Navi's Belt, I would be in business. All right. So it's going to be time to play Longbeard Map Maker, but I'll need to steal a resource for that in order to do so. And then I will enter my quest phase. 3, 5. You know, I need to get different markers, like ones that show that they're questing, and that's why they're exhausted. So I'm questing for 5. Another cave-in. My gosh. Okay, questing for 5 minus 1 is 4, so these are removed, and then I put 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is weird. This is very strange, isn't it? Okay, let's do combat here. Did I skip combat? Let's do combat. He's going to defend. Okay, that's the negative effect I'm thinking about. This one has the effect that if you are exhausted, if the attached tier was exhausted at the end of the combat phase, then you reveal another card. And then there's no viable attack. So then I'll end the turn. I'm up to 30 threat now. Let's go ahead and give him 2 and give him 2. And I draw a Northern Tracker. Okay. I'll exhaust Gleowine to draw again. Another map maker. Well, let's go ahead and get Northern Tracker and play any more allies in general. And I'm trying to wait to get the value from everybody. Okay, so what I want to do now is push, because I can use him to defend. There's no lands. So 3, 4, 5. I'll just do that. Quest for 5. There's 4, so I succeed, but only put 1 down. Now I'm going to go to combat, so I need to try to. I'm not going to be able to take him out, but I can at least hurt him. So Dane will defend again. Cancel all combat damage dealt to attacking enemy. So I can't hurt him. Okay. round ends. Or turn 5, going to turn 5. Just gonna leave that there. 1, give him 2, and give Biffer 2. Biffer will use his thing to take it. My threat is now 31. And I'll draw a card. Unexpected Courage. Okay, useful. Let's tap Gleowine. Throw it off. Axe. Need Navi's Belt. I need Navi's Belt. Okay, so definitely spending 2 and putting Unexpected Courage on Dane. So now he can defend and then ready. So then he'll have an attack of 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. I need 6 attack to kill him. Okay, let's try to clear it. To get the card draw, he'll come down. I want to do it before I get threat of like 33 and stuff, where I would potentially get swamped. I need to go ahead and do this. So I can leave, because with these resources in the map maker, so 3, 5, and there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only need to win by 2. I've got 5. It's already 4. I'm winning by 1. Winning by 2, winning by 3, winning by 4. I'm 4 over. I'm spending all those resources for map maker. 4 over. Cave in again. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. All right. So they're all removed. And then I put 4 back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just crazy. That's probably all the cave-ins. I've drawn 3 of them. I don't have it memorized. So okay, so let's do the he'll defend here. Defending player raises his threat by 2. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to play Galadrim's Greeting. I'm at 33, and then I'll ready him. So his attack is worth 3. His attack is worth 2. So I can give him 3 wounds. I might as well go ahead and... Well, actually, no, I can attack with everybody now because 2, 4, 6. And that's exactly what I need. Okay, so yeah, attack out. He dies. Now, Dwalin, that's an orc. They're all orcs in this. That's part of why I'm using him. Some people might say Dwalin is not that good because his responsibility is like... response effect. It is his responsibility to slay orcs though, but it's situational because it's only orc enemies. But I mean, or more, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to fight a lot of orcs, so my threat will go back down by 2. So wish it were lower, and that'll end the turn. Still no dark, not drawing any locations really. Threat goes up to 32, and it's turn 6. I'll keep doing that. Give him 2, give him 2, give him 1. Draw a card. Another Northern Tracker. Okay, Gleowine, give me Navi's Belt. Oh, Test of Will. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play Galadrim's Greeting. 1, 2, 3. Lower my threat by 6. Down to 26. So if I quest out, he'll calm down. I mean, I might draw another enemy. Okay, so 3, 5. Maybe I should play another good person. If I play this other map maker, I just, instead of like spending the resources on a one-time thing. 3, 5, 7. Let's quest for 7. Hold these guys back for any counterattacks or anything like that. Stairs of Nain. It's underground. This only works on dark locations. 2, 5, 6. So I put 1 foot down. I can exhaust a character, but I can't control that. I can't move anyway. Okay, so it's starting to pile up. It's really definitely starting to pile up. It's not looking, starting to look bad, actually. It's getting there. So in the turn, go up to 27. And I say that because it looks like I'm going to get locked out again. Sometimes I should have just made the push and dealt with the slaughter earlier. I've got 5. I only need 2. Draw for turn, another Hammersmith. Give me something Gleowine. Residual Miner. I mean, it's a dwarf. Who I will go ahead and play. I still am trying to hang on to my Hammersmith and Miner. Well, I've got 2 Hammersmiths, so I could play one of them. But now he's got too many resources. What I need to do is take one from him instead of from him. Start taking his. I mean, every leadership I have is 1, except Navi's belt's 2. Okay, let's try to quest this out. So I'm going to commit the Northern Tracker this time because I need to get that. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need to make it happen. And I've got 3, 5, 6. So I'm 3 over. Oh my god, this is Mine Shaft. I hate this thing. I can raise my threat by 1 to place a token. So I could raise my threat by 5 to clear it. I could actually do that before I have an action window before I resolve it. So I could just raise my threat by 5, take it, which would then make this go away. And then I'd have 9 to, and then I would clear that. But I'd have to raise my threat by 5, which I might as well do. I think I'm going to do that. So looking here in the quest phase and the action windows and everything, I have an action window here, commit, and then staging, which is what just happened. Now I have this action window, so I can commit, I can do that action to just take the threat hit, and that'll clear the East Gate, which will let me draw cards and everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It definitely sucks to have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think it's worth it. I quested for 9, right? 3, 4, 9. I quested for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I quested for 10. 5, 6. So 4 over. There's 5 here, so 2 will clear it, and spill over will be 2 there. Eastgate is putting my victory display. Let's put that over to the side. And now I've got the first hall in the staging area. When that happens. Now, this triggers, I will draw 3 cards, because that's a response. Another Durin Song, Gildor, he's good. I can't afford him now. And the Record Keeper, also very good. But still no Navi's Belt. Okay, so now I'm going to be making engagement checks, so he will come down. I can't do anything about him. And Dane will defend this attack, and the shadow is attack the enemy is +1. +3 instead if attacking enemy is a goblin. Oh man. So he's swinging for 6. Well, I can't cancel that. So that means Dane takes 3 more. So he's almost dead already. It's not good. I don't like that. He'll ready, and then he will attack. With his 3 attack, he'll kill him. And that'll also lower my threat by 2. Back down to 30. And then my turn will end. There's no dark location. Still can't use this cave torch. Okay, moving on to round 8 and a threat of 31 and drawing another Ancient Matham. And I need resources. I'm just going to give his to Biffer. Alright, so I've got an Ancient Matham, so I can actually card draw like crazy here in a second. Because now I'm going to play my Hammersmith that I've been sitting on. For 2. Go ahead and exhaust Gleowine to draw another Unexpected Courage. Okay, this is good. Which I'm probably going to play on Dwalin, but it does mean that he could just defend over and over again. But let's first attach a Matham there. Oh, and I need to get this Matham out of the discard, so I'm just going to spend 2, and I'm going to put, it's not restricted or anything, put both of them on the first hall. I'll be able to Northern track that away pretty quickly. Okay, so let's move to my questing phase. I've got 7 in the staging area. I'll play that, which will immediately do that and that. And then I'm going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like holding on to him. 9. So 10. So I actually fail that one. I go up to 32. Nothing else for this turn. Let's move to turn 9. And my threat is now 33. I'll put these right here. Take all these off. Give his to Biffer. And he gets 3 because of Steward of Gondor, and I draw a card. There we go. There's Navi's Belt. And I'll use Gleowine, draw another. That was Gandalf. Spend these 2 to put Navi's Belt right here. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to spend 4 to play another Northern Tracker. I'm going to use Navi's Belt to give him access to red this turn. And I'm going to give him Dwarf Axe. Alright. So as soon as I quest, those are going to go away, and I'm going to draw 6 cards. So hopefully I'll get a sneak attack. 3. So I'm going to commit these 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to commit 9, 11 total. These both go away. I immediately draw 6 cards. Alright, well that's useful. There's sneak attack. 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got all my Gandalfs. I got a sneak attack on my Test of Wills. Got 2 Gildors, don't need that. Exhaust the dwarf character to place 2 tokens on the active locations, 4 if it's underground. And this is placed, so this is going to contribute threat because I haven't finished resolving. That all happened like immediately. So I've got 9 and I quested for 11. So I put 2 down, right? If I make that the active location, I can't play cards, which is unfortunate. I usually don't like to make that the active location for that reason. Also, that only works for the active location, but I won't be able to play it. Do I want to travel there? I don't think I'm going to travel there. Okay, let's move on to the next turn. Turn 10. Threat is 34. Just generate resources. He'll take 3. He'll take 1. And he'll take 1, but he'll give it. He might need to keep it because I've got sneak attack and I've got a couple Durin songs. I think I'm going to make sure he has enough to play. I've got 3. Well, let's go ahead and use Galeowine to draw an extra card. Another record keeper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play both of these Erebor record keepers. It's going to cost me 2. I'm going to go ahead and put this Unexpected Courage here. So now he's got the Dwarf Elf Axe. He can just start chopping people to pieces. All right. Let's go ahead and start questing. Both of my northern trackers will go. That'll do that. And I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dare I do that? Yeah, 15. This thing again, I'm not raising my threat by 5 this time. 9 plus 5, 14. I quested for 15, so I succeed. I'm going to exhaust the cave torch now because that's dark. Get an enemy. So he's going to engage me. Well, Dane could die if I draw Goblin Tunnels. Oh. I think Dwalin's going to defend, because if I draw Goblin Tunnels, you know, it's a bad day. For my shadow effect, you know? Or, well, I drew it. Deal 1 damage to the defending character. So he's going to end up with 2 damage. And I'll ready him and kill him and lower my threat by 2. Alright. Moving on to turn 11. 33 threat. Drawing a card. Another Sigil Minor. 1, 2, 3. 1, but he'll give his to Bifur. And might as well exhaust Galeowine to get another Longbeard Mapmaker. I'll play another Sigil Minor for 2 spirit. And I will go questing just with this. I've got a lot in my hand, but I don't feel like I need it. I think I've got this one in the bag. So once I commit those guys to the quest, both of these go away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 6. I should get through this. When branching paths is in the staging area, every dark location gets +1. That would include itself. So I've got 3, 6, 8. And what did I quest for? 12. Right? 1, 2. Quest over 13. So that's clearly enough. I'm not even going to, after it leaves play as an explore location, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. I choose 1 to reveal and add to the staging area and move the other 2 to the bottom of the deck. So I'm definitely going to... Okay, so that is done. So now I'm going to move on to stage 2. All right, there's a Goblin Patrol. So I've broken through to the bridge of Khazad-Dûm. The skeletons of dwarves and orcs lie undisturbed, but you have discovered no recent signs of the dwarven colony. The sound of scampering feet travels to your ears, and you move in that direction to investigate. There is a patrol of goblins marching in a loose formation through the shadows. Goblin Patrol 11. When revealed, each Goblin Patrol 11. When revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 enemy of his choice and add it to the staging area. 1 choice must be Patrol Leader if able. He's annoying. Forced, after an enemy is revealed from the encounter deck, discard it instead of adding it to the staging area. And if there's no enemies in play, immediately advance to the next stage, or I can advance by putting the 11. So, okay, so let's get that patrol leader out of the deck. There's 2 copies of him, and he's a really annoying card. I don't know if I already drew one as shadow effects. I don't remember. Oh, he was on the top of the deck. Okay, so let's shuffle this up and put it back. Okay, so now it's time for engagement checks. And, well, the patrol leader will engage me. Okay, here's the time when I'm going to play Sneak Attack Gandalf. Sneak Attack 1. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose the damage option to just try to kill this guy. Now he has this forced effect. He's pretty lethal as far as these enemies go. But before he is dealt damage, I have to discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the discarded card is an enemy, I cancel the damage. So I'm assigning 4 damage here. It's not an enemy, thankfully. I was worried that I left the... so Gandalf just straight up kills him. So I still have to kill these guys, either get 11 or kill them. But they're up there, I can't get them unless I'll let my threat go up, which I might just do that. The end of that enemy attack phase, he comes back. I'm going to exhaust Cave Torch to put 3 tokens on branching paths, which will make it go away. But I have to do that. It's not an enemy, so I discard that, and then I do this effect. Look at the top 3 cards. Put 1, 2, 3. Put 1 in the staging area. Okay, well this one deals 1 damage to every exhausted character. That's an enemy. That's another one of these branching paths. I can cancel that, so that would be nothing, but I kind of want that just because I can just clear it again with the torch and manipulate the deck again, you know? think I'll do that. And then these go on the bottom. I guess in any order. It doesn't say, doesn't specify. Okay, turn over. So I'm going to go to turn 12 with 34. You know, I could draw even more cards, actually. Another Northern Tracker, and resources 1, which I'll give to him. And there's his 1, 2, 3. And there's his 3. Okay, so can I kill these enemies? I could play Gandalf. I've got enough resources. It'd be nice to sneak attack Gandalf. Well, let's tap Glaowine, see what I can get. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to play that. I'd like to kill those guys. However, I could just quest past them probably. Let's try to get a sneak attack. Because I've got... Don't I have another Hammersmith? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play another copy of Hammersmith. For 2. Get this Matham back. Put the Matham there for 1. I'm going to exhaust this Cave Torch to just end that. From this, I discard that. It's an enemy though, so it goes there. That goes out. I draw 3. Dwarven Tomb, another Hammersmith, and a sneak attack. Okay. So I've got lots of options. Then I need to trigger this. There's 3. Put 1 in the staging area. I'll put that one in the staging area and then cancel it with Test of Will. I'm still in the planning phase. Okay, other cards to play in the planning phase. I'll spin 2. I'll play another Hammersmith. This time I'm going to get this Galadriel's Greeting. Other cards to play. I might as well play. I'll go ahead and play this Miner of the Iron Hills. Is he the only one I have? Yep. And I'll go ahead and move to the quest phase. I'll go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf, sure. And I'll utilize that having been sneak attack Gandalf to kill this guy. I'll commit him to the quest for, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 10. So I'm at 14, 18 plus 3 is 21, and I've got 4. Each enemy gets +1, 21 minus 4. 21 minus 6 is way more than 11, so I blow through this. All right, yeah, I'm about to just win the game pretty quickly here. I blow through it, and so he's going to engage me, and let's see what this is. 3A, a way up. Is there a way up? You have captured a member of the patrol. Okay. And I pressed the wounded goblin for information about the dwarves. It gives a nasty laugh, and with a mouthful of blood spits out, "Balin can be found in the Chamber of Records." It can say no more. A way up, 12. The Chamber of Records is on the 7th level of Moria. The way up is treacherous, and you are accompanied by a sense of unease and vague dread. Heroes do not collect resources during this phase, during the resource phase. If I defeat it, I win. So I need to quest 12 for that. I don't gain resources, but thankfully I do have Steward of Gondor. Okay, so I snuck attack him. He'll go back to my hand. Combat phase. I'll have one of these northern trackers defend, because he swings for 3. Add him to the staging area. So he's going to give 1 wound to this northern tracker. Then I will declare an attack here. I'll easily kill him, which will lower my threat by 2 to 32. Now I'll go to turn 13, raise my threat by 1. I don't collect resources, but I can exhaust Steward of Gondor to collect 2 here. So I need 12. There's 4 here, so I need. I think I'm just gonna win the game real quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 17 for all these. 18, 19, 20. And then I can use the map maker's ability. 20, 21. Use the belt, Navi's belt, to give him green. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Quest for 27. And he can take that. Quest for 28. That's what I'm doing. Watchful Eyes. When revealed, the first player attaches Watchful Eyes to one of his heroes. Has the condition forced. If the attached hero is exhausted at the end of the combat phase, reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. So I'll just attach it there. They're watching you, Dwalin. So I cast it for 28. Minus 4 is 24, which is double what I need. It's usually how this one goes. By the end, you should be able to just power the quest out. So that's it. I actually could have done something different. I could have, if I wanted a better score, I could have played Galadrim's Greeting. 3, 6. I had 6. I might have been able to play it 3 times because I got a Dwarven Tomb. I could have definitely played it twice instead of questing out so much, spinning all that. So had I done that, I'd be pretty low on threat. But I just wanted to go ahead and knock it out. So that's it. So that is, I've made it to the Chamber of Records. This one ends with me making it to the Chamber of Records, which is exciting because then I go to the Chamber of Records and I get the Book of Mazarbul, which is really cool. You carry that around and you discover the fate of Balin. Okay, well that's that. Hope that was enjoyable. Thanks for watching.